Now we'll see types of flows means nothing but see in previous topics what are the flows generated, those are process flows, and apart from that we have a other type is there, that is screen flows. So till now the previous flows which are designed in application, so those are nothing but process flows. Okay, so today we'll understand how to create the screen flows and what is the importance of screen flows. And there is something called subflow. See, subflow separately will not be there. See, any flow if you call it in other flow or the called flow will be there, right? See, sometimes process flow will call it in process flow or screen flow will call it in process flow. So that called flows we will also term it as subflows. Okay, so mainly two categories only we have, but any called flows are there, we can also call them as subflows we can call. See again, subflows can be process flows and screen flows also can be subflows. Okay, because some cases if you create any process flow also we may call it in some other. See sometimes in the coming classes we'll create some process flows in some data classes, so at that time we have to compulsory call it in the worklet we have to call. And apart from that, if you add a screen flow compulsory we need to call it in the process flow. So there are some cases so where we'll be calling screen flows in process flow and process flows also in process flow, and those will we will term it as subflows. Okay, and regarding the process flow some points I'm discussing, maybe which we already know. See here in process flow we can create a work object. Actually the points and all in screen flow those are opposite. Okay. Again after completing the design of screen flow, again I'll review the points for the screen flow. Now just I'm discussing some points for the process flow which we already worked in the previous scenarios. We can add a work object for the process flows, and in process flow we can add multiple fractions for assignment, but actually one fraction is best practice. So even though we can have multiple node points for assignment, mostly we will add one only, but in screen flow strictly only one is possible. Okay, more than one is not possible in the screen flow. And here in the process flow, fraction name is given under assignment connector settings, but in screen flow directly it is given under assignment settings only it is given. Okay, and here routing is possible at assignment level, but in screen flow routing is possible at flow level only it is possible. That is under the start shape properties we have to configure, because in process flow every assignment considers one step or one task, but in case of screen flow complete flow will be considered as one task or one step. Okay, even if you have 5 or 10 assignments in screen flow, entire screen flow will be considered as one step or one task only. So in screen flow any routing applied entire flow level only we can apply, not possible at assignment level, but in process flow routing is possible at assignment level. And here whenever we create a flow here, so we have to call it in some other flow. Some cases screen flow means compulsory, but process flow in some cases we will call it in other process flow will be calling. So using so that is nothing but subflow. If you call any called flow is there, that is called as a subflow. And in process flow there are some templates are there, right? Earlier we have seen harness types and all, perform new confirm. Okay, but in screen flow particularly there are some templates are available or some types are available that I'll discuss today. And in process flow is the starting flow of application, that is in the case types in the coming classes. In case types only process flow we are going to configure directly. Screen flows are not recommended. Screen flows means we have to call it in the process flow, and process flow we can configure in a case type. What are case types you'll understand in the coming topics. And in process flow if you take the design navigation between the pages, see after submitting customer form we'll go to transaction form, after that go to vehicle form. See if you want to go back to previous page, there is no back navigation for the process flow steps. By default there is no back navigation for the process flow steps, only you'll get a forward navigation or front navigation only will be there. But in case of screen flow you'll have front and back navigation is possible. Okay, and in process flow we'll be having three categories of shapes, but in screen flow there are no advanced shapes will not be there in the screen flow. So those are the points. Actually I will review them after again completing the design of one screen flow example. Okay, so these are the points for the process flow, which mostly we know. And now actually what is the necessity when to create a screen flow, and these points I'll review after completing all these things. See, first of all, when to add a screen flow means, see, if you want to add a screen flow, see, either two requirements. If your main flow design contains more shapes and if you want to divide into small portions, like a small flows if you want to configure, then they can go for a screen flow. And along with the same requirement, if the pages, if the subflow pages requires any front and back navigation is required, then we can choose the screen flows. Okay, so main thing is if the pages requires front and back navigation automatically, so because in ScreenFlow template you'll get these front and back navigation automatically you'll be getting. Okay, or if the flow design is complex and like more shapes are there, and if you want to divide the flow into small subflows, if you want to divide, and if their particular subflow design requires front and back navigation, then they are going to use these screen flows. Mainly this is the requirement. Okay, if they want to divide into subflows and if that particular subflow contains requires front and back navigation between pages, then we have to go for a screen flow. Okay, and any screen flow created or any flow if you want to call it another flow, in the flow shapes you'll be having a basic shape called subprocess. So using subprocess shape we can call any flow. One flow another flow if you want to call, we'll be using the shape called subprocess shape. Okay, let's see today. I'll be creating one screen flow. And other thing is in the process flow, what are the design I have. So if you see the process flow insurance design, see, I want to customize the insurance flow design such that, see, from after the start shape, we have three steps. Are the first three steps are there, right? See, these first three steps I want to add using screen flow, and I'll be calling that screen flow inside the process flow. Even decision making also. So from decision making till the auto vehicle form, so I want to configure in screen flow, and I will be calling that screen flow inside the insurance flow. I'll be calling. Okay, so that is the requirement. So in order to first of all open the screen flow, so screen flows also added from process category flow only. Even screen flow also will open from process category by using flow option. But where this difference comes means, so give a name. See, if you open, it will become process flow. But to add a screen flow, after the name is given, click on these additional configuration options. So if you click on these additional configuration options, you'll get an option to, so like a template selection you'll be having. So standard template for screen flows. So whenever you create a screen flow, so if you open these additional configuration options, so choose this template, standard template for screen flows, and click on open. So then this will become screen flow. So in order to add a screen flow, we need to choose that particular template. Okay, so once you open the rule under these additional configuration options, so choose the template as standard template for screen flows. So if you choose that, then click on create and open, you'll be getting the design. So here also you'll be getting the start, assignment and end shape. But the thing is, in assignment shape purpose is same, use it to map the UI design. But what are the parameters we have in process flow? So the same parameters will not be there in the screen flow assignment. Remaining shapes and all same only, but in assignment shape we have a lot of difference will be there. See, the thing is, main thing is in ScreenFlow assignment, only two parameters only will be having, flow action name and case status. But if you take process flow, how many parameters we have? Routing, SLA, tickets, local actions, notifications, part, many things are there, right? Optimization. So like different things we have in the process flow assignment. But if you take this screen flow, first of all, connector settings will be blank, no options in the connector settings, because to give a flow action name directly in the assignment settings only, you'll get that option. So only flow action, case status, these only two options available in the screen flow assignment. No other option will be available, only flow action option. And if you scroll down, you will get option to define the status. Only these two parameters you will get in the screen flow. Okay, no other options like we have in the process flow settings. Okay, So let's see. So in this, okay, I'll delete and I'll again add the steps now. See, I want to apply the decision making also. See, in the insurance flow from here till this auto vehicle connection, this design I have to create in the screen flow. But I cannot copy paste the shapes from process to screen because it is different here. So add these connections, and 3 assignments are required in this. See, first of all, open decision properties and apply the condition again, decision condition. So we use it using Boolean expression. Open expression builder. Again, equals ignore case. This time property customer exists and true condition. See, if you remember the previous classes, similar condition only, right? We applied in the process flow. Same again we have to configure in the screen flow again. Submit two connections will be populated. So true connection connect towards the transaction assignment, and the false connection towards the customer assignment. But open these false connection settings and change the connection type to else. We have to change. Open false connection, so change the result type to else. We have to change, and true will be result type will be true only. No need to change anything here. Now here for the assignment we have to provide the connections. So from this give a connection to transaction. So transaction to vehicle. See here flaction names and all to provide the flaction details. So directly under assignment settings only we have to provide. Open each assignment. So here I'm giving this customer assignment, customer flaction. So give the label. In second assignment give transaction flaction. And in the third one, auto vehicle flaction, not personal vehicle. Here we need to provide auto vehicle flaction. Internally, this circumstance condition will apply. Okay. See, for the screen flow, no need to create a work object. If you want, you can go for this draft on. But if you go to the process tab, no need to. See, we cannot enable this checkbox. This will be disabled. That is, we cannot create a separate work ID for the screen flows. See, the thing is, if you are creating a screen flow, compulsory we have to call it in the process flow. And here I want to show you the routing also. So for screen flow, routing is not possible at individual assignments. So if you want to apply any routing for the screen flow, under start shape properties you'll get that setting. So open start shape properties. Already today we created this alpha user ID, right, earlier in the previous task. So what I'm going to do means just I'm showing guys, not mandatory, but where to apply the routing in the screen flow I want to show you. So select this operator. Okay, or in the drop down you can select that ID alpha user. Okay, so like that we can assign the routing. Suppose for this any SLA if you want to define, SLA parameter is defined in the process tab. So SLA in screen flow where to apply means, so here you'll get this service level agreement. So any SLA if you want to configure for entire screen flow, so here you need to give that SLA rule name. Okay, I'm not defining, but where it is available I'm showing this. Okay, but in the Process flow means below the under the assignment settings below the routing only you'll get that SLA part. Okay, but here if you want to assign under the process tab we have to define. Now save it, and in the insurance flow I need to call this screen flow because screen flow is compulsory. We need to map it in the process flow steps. So open your insurance flow. Now see the shape we will be using to call one flow and other flow is subprocess shape. So after the start shape we need to use that. So here delete these steps. Okay, now already the same steps are there in the subflow, right? So up to this auto vehicle connector you can delete the steps. Now add this shape called subprocess, and now join these connections. See in subprocess shape properties we need to call the flow. See using subprocess we can call screen flows and process flows we can call. Okay, see here by default filter will be process flow. See if you see the filter, if you have process flow means I cannot call the screen flow name. So what we need to do means, so change the filter type to screen flow. Now you can access your screen flow. So after giving the name, click on submit and save the design. Save this insurance flow. So like that any screen flows created. So once again, so to open a screen flow we'll open these rule from process category flow only, but in the settings here we need to choose the template, and after opening apply the decision making and add all these connections. So the three steps adding are customer, transaction and auto vehicle forms, and apply the routing. So if you want to apply the routing for the screen flow, under the start shape properties you need to configure and give the parameters, and now call this in the process flow, that is in insurance flow we need to call. So update this design and add this subprocess shape and apply the settings. Open these subprocess parameters and you need to call the change the filter as screen flow and give this rule name. Okay, now execute this one. So here in the insurance flow, after the start shape, we are having this one screen flow, right? See the thing is routing is there. When you click on done, by default it will not open the design. The reason is routing is there, right? So if any routing is there, we have to choose it from the, see either in the developer environment if want to open, choose it from the action drop down. So like a customer flag is there, right? Open this one. So if you see the display in the screen flow, what are the designs we configured, you'll get the steps like a tab format you'll be getting. Okay, three pages are there, like three tabs you'll be getting. But routing is there, right? I'll remove the routing and again I'll show. If you click on continue now, again we need to choose from the action drop down. The reason is routing is there in the screen flow. Again we need to click on transaction from the action drop down. Okay, so if you already verified the routing option, remove the routing option from the screen flow start shape properties. Okay, once you verified the routing, just remove the routing which is specified for the start shape. Now only in the personal edition, if in the real time if required means you have to keep. So remove the routing now. I'll show the exact how, if routing is not there, how exactly it is going to look. So once again run this insurance flow. So now directly it will open the design. So in screen flow advantage is front and back navigation will be there, and directly you can access using tabs also. I can jump to third page directly. I can again navigate to first page. So like that any such designs if you require. So we have to configure using the screen flow and we need to call it wherever it is required in the process flow. So there we need to call using subprocess shape. Okay. So now after this, if you continue, so here everything in sequence it is going to execute, okay, all the steps in sequence. Or you can also navigate after you finish the screen flow, then in the process flow what are the other steps we have. Then we have loss. So for loss, routing is there, and for approval also routing is there. So that's why we have to again go to action drop down and access the forms. Again, if you submit this, again routing is there for approval. So here everything in sequence. So inside the process flow, what is the order given? First user, that is screen flow is called here. So it will complete the screen flow steps. Then in the process flow, what are the remaining steps are there? Everything it will execute in sequence. So why I'm saying this point is, so in the subprocess shape properties, there is one option is there where we can also execute in a synchronous way. Okay, this is synchronous way, right? Where everything is executing in the same order given. But if want any asynchronous execution means, say any step I can execute first, either process flow step I can execute or screen flow step I can execute first. See, the thing is, if want any asynchronous execution in subprocess settings, there is one option is there. Let's understand what is that option. So this is first of all by default. If you don't update any settings in the sub process, if you just give the flow name, what happens means by default everything will be executing in sequence only. So but if you want any asynchronous execution, I'll be showing one setting here. Okay. So after removing the routing, so again execute and check. So you'll be getting everything, all the pages and all. So you'll be getting in the sequence process you'll be getting. So now let's understand one parameter called spin off. Okay. So what is that option and what is the purpose of that option means? See, when you open subprocess shape properties, you can see one option called spin off flow. Okay, by default this will be disabled. Okay, see what happens if I enable this checkbox means enable this one and click on submit. See, if spin off is enabled, see if spin off is not selected means execution will be synchronous or in sequence it is going to execute all the steps. So now in the settings I enable that spin off option. So what happens if you enable? Let's see. So go to actions and run. The thing is now directly it will not display any step, but both the screen flow and process flow steps will be available. Both will be available for execution. Suppose if you want to first complete process flow, you can complete that, or vice versa. If you want to complete screen flow first, if you want to, so you can complete this first. So both the steps will be available. If spin off is enabled means, then both process flow and screen flow steps both are available for execution. Which one you want to complete first one? You can choose that option. Suppose I will complete the process flow steps first here. Open the last flow action, and in between if I want to start screen flow again, now I can start the screen flow also. Okay, in between again if I want to again start the screen flow, I can start the screen flow. So like that. So whenever we are going to use again, so if you finish or continue this, but if one screen flow is open, we have to complete that one first. Again, still in the process flow, there is approval and address assignment are pending. So the thing is asynchronous execution if you need means you have to enable that spin off option. Okay, based on requirement they will be doing that. So like that, any option, any execution if you need in asynchronous way, if not selected means, then it will be executing in sequence. If selecting that checkbox means the execution will be asynchronous. Either process flow or screen flow steps you can complete execution based on our requirement. Okay. And there is one other option in the screen flow start shape properties. Once open screen flow, under start shape, we don't use this, but just know the purpose. There is one option called save on last step. See what is the purpose of this? We never use this option, but see by default in the flow level in the new harness purpose I told you, automatically in the new harness internally for every flow it will be there. And what new harness will do means it will commit the data and save the data to defer queue, and also commit the data to the default tables or any connected tables are there, it will connect the data to the connected data tables. So that is the thing is here I want to say the point is That is, after every flow step, internally commit functionality will be there in the either in the screen flow or in the process flow steps. Automatically will be having a commit functionality. Okay, so if I particularly select this checkbox, what happens means commit will apply at the end of the screen flow. That is, here three steps are there in this, three assignments are there. So after completing all the three assignments, at the end of the screen flow, commit will apply for all the steps. Okay, so by default it is not recommended. Don't select this option. So after every assignment only it should perform the commit if any save action is performed. But if particularly if they select this checkbox means commit will apply at the end of the screen flow. That is the thing. Okay, we cannot practically verify also here, but that is the purpose of that option. Don't worry, we will never use that, but in any case in interviews if they ask you, you can answer. So if particularly save on last step is not selected, so commit will apply after every assignment, and if they select this checkbox, commit will apply after end of the screen or at the end of the screen flow, commit will apply. Okay, so that is one option which you will get it in the screen flow. Start shape properties will be having that option. The purpose I have given. If not selected means commit will apply after every step. If selected means particularly commit will happen at the end of the screen flow. And other thing is in the screen flow there will be some templates here, some harness templates will be there. See, by default if you see the default template when you execute the design, so we are getting in a tabbed format. Okay, so earlier we have seen, right, in a tabbed format we used to get. So like that, if you want to create any own templates or any other user defined templates, predefined templates also will be there, like a tree navigation and all. So if you need any other template, we can choose it in this harness option. You can choose like a tree navigation 7.1 template will be there. Like that, if they want to create any own templates for all the pages, it will apply the same template. Okay, in that particular screen flow how many pages are used, so for all the pages it will apply the same template. If you change the selection again, one thing we cannot, it is not possible, one thing in screen flow is I cannot apply a different template for each page in the screen flow. For all the screen flow pages the template will be common. Okay, same template we can apply for all the pages in one screen flow. I cannot apply like a, for one page one template, for second page a different template we cannot apply. Okay, so in that case if you need different templates means initial create a separate screen flow and call it in the process flow. If you need a different template for each page means create a separate screen flow for each page and we have to call. Okay, so this is where we have to we can choose the harness templates in the real time. They may also create some own templates also, and they can apply for all the pages at a time. Okay, so like that, these are the points regarding the screen flow. Now we will review those points now. So comparing process flow, now we'll see the points between the process and screen flow comparison. So process flow I discussed in the starting, right? Now let's see the points in the screen flow. See here we cannot add a work object for the screen flow because any screen flow created compulsory we need to call it in the process flow using subprocess shape. And per assignment only one flaction, and that too we have to provide under the assignment shape properties. Under that we have to provide. And here routing is not possible at assignment level, only it is possible at flow level. Under the start shape properties we can assign the routings, and SLA will be there under the process tab. And in screen flow complete flow come under one step or one task or one work item. Okay, so here in the any routings done in the process flow means we can apply for each assignment we can apply. So at that time every task will be, every assignment will be considered as an independent work item. But in case of screen flow, complete flow will be considered as one task, so we'll be applying entire routing for one routing only we can apply for one screen flow. And here in screen flow, so we cannot call process flows in screen flows guys. Okay, so there is which one is not possible is screen flow to screen flow we can call if required, and screen flow we can call it in process flow, process flow we can call it in process flow. But one thing not possible is process flows I cannot call it inside the screen flow. Okay, so process flows only in process flow only we can call, but not in a screen flow. But screen flow I can call in other screen flow, or I can also call, I have to call it in the process flow also. And other thing is here we'll be using that subprocess shape to call any flow in other flow, and it contains some templates like perform, tabbed, and tree navigation. Some built-in templates will be there. And in ScreenFlow, you'll be getting front and back navigation between pages. And we don't have advanced shapes, only basic shapes and some automation shapes will be there. So we don't get advanced shapes in the ScreenFlow. Okay. So like that, according to our design requirement, we'll be creating screen flows and we'll be mapping in the process flow design. If any particular specific requirement is there, so like if you again if you want to use all the options in the assignment, means I cannot define the screen flow, then I need to again go with a process flow only I need to go. So that all they'll tell you when to create a screen flow and when to map it in the process flow. Okay. So these are the types of flows. So based on the requirement, some cases we will also create these screen flows in application. So go through these points. So tomorrow,